Imagine, like, opening up your phone's app store and one of your go-to apps is just gone. Poof, vanished. It's kind of unsettling, right? That's exactly what we're diving into today. A bunch of you have been sending in articles about this whole TikTok disappearing act, wanting to wrap your heads around what's actually going on. So we're going to unpack all of it. What does it mean for users, the creators, even for the future of, like, the whole social media landscape?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a pretty wild situation, and it's about way more than just not being able to download the app.
Oh, for sure. We're talking millions of people who already use TikTok.
Yeah.
It's their entertainment, their connections, even their livelihood for some.
Right.
I mean, at first glance, you might think, okay, I already have TikTok. What's the big deal? But it's not that simple, huh?
Nope. Think of app updates like regular maintenance, like taking your car in for a tune-up. Keeps things running smoothly, fixes any issues before they snowball into major problems.
Okay, I'm with you.
Without those updates, TikTok is going to start having some issues. At first, you might not notice anything, but slowly, those little bugs that normally get squashed, they become permanent residents. Then you've got potential security risks popping up and no patches in sight.
Uh-oh.
And as phones and operating systems evolve, TikTok might just not be able to keep up. It could become totally incompatible with new devices.
So it's not just about not being able to download it. It's like the app slowly fades into obsolescence,
Yeah.
like a digital ghost town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. A digital ghost town. Imagine you're trying to use a filter and it's glitching like crazy because of a bug that never got fixed. Or, even worse, your personal data is at risk because of a security flaw. Talk about a bad user experience.
Yikes. And we haven't even touched on the domino effect on the whole TikTok ecosystem. What about all the creators who depend on TikTok for their income? What happens when engagement plummets?
It's a huge concern. Less engagement means less visibility for those creators, which directly impacts their earning potential and opportunities. Brands that have invested in TikTok marketing might also start shifting their focus to more stable platforms.
Makes sense. So this whole App Store disappearing act, it all boils down to those ongoing battles with regulators in certain countries, right? The
Wow.
big question is, when is TikTok coming back?
Yeah, the million-dollar question. Governments have raised some serious concerns. Data privacy, security, and TikTok's ties to its parent company, ByteDance, over in China.
Right.
ByteDance says they're working on it, trying to address these concerns, but honestly, there's just no clear timeline for when, or even if, TikTok will be back in those app stores.
So TikTok's basically in a race against time.
You could say that.
If they don't resolve these issues quickly, we could see users and creators jumping ship to other platforms like Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, maybe even a decline in short-form video content altogether. What do you think?
It's definitely within the realm of possibility. The social media world is cutthroat, super competitive. TikTok's competitors aren't just sitting on their hands. They're constantly evolving, improving their own platforms. And who knows, maybe some brand new players will emerge from the woodwork.
This whole thing really puts a spotlight on how much influence governments and their policies are having on the tech world.
For sure.
I mean, what kind of precedents does this case set for other apps that are owned by companies outside a certain country?
Mm-hmm.
And where's the line between national security and, a free market?
These are all major questions. How governments choose to handle things like data privacy and national security, especially when it comes to foreign-owned companies, will have massive repercussions on the entire digital landscape. We're not just talking about TikTok here, but the future of the internet as we know it.
So TikTok's future is hanging in the balance, and it really underscores how interconnected technology, politics, and our daily lives are. It
Hmm.
makes you think, what about all the other apps we use daily? Could they face similar challenges down the line?
Definitely makes you stop and think. Raises some interesting questions about who actually controls the digital world and what role users can play in shaping those decisions. Big things to consider.
Absolutely. Stay informed, folks. Diversify your digital life, and as always, stay curious.